Hey everybody, what is happening? Coach Tim coming to you from Northeast County, San Diego. I'm out on the practice tee at my home course, Native Oaks in Valley Center. Want to talk to you today about 5 pre-swing fundamentals. Uh, Huge for me in my game: posture, grip, alignment, ball position, and distance from the ball. Let's go right into posture. Nice athletic stance so that we can really turn and coil and then uncoil in the downswing. So that looks like weight on the center of the foot here. It's not on the toes, it's not on the heels. Again, we want to make a good athletic motion back and through. That's our posture. Our grip for a right-handed player, the pressure in the left hand is in the bottom 3 fingers. And then this heel pad here is where the club is under. Okay, the club is under that pad so that you can hinge it, and a little bit of a strong grip so you see 2 knuckles on the left hand. Then we just come in and marry the right hand to that. All right, we've got the right thumb on the left side of the grip, and the V that is formed runs up here into our right armpit, somewhere here between our shoulder and our ear. Again, a little bit of a strong grip so that we can hinge it and unhinge it, really have control and support the club at the top. Posture, grip. Alignment. Always have an alignment station set up when you're hitting balls. You want parallel lines and a center of stance indicator, so we always have a sight picture of what our body is aligned to. We always want to be perpendicular to the target line. If we're going to cut the ball as a right-handed player, then we'll open our stance to the target line. If we want to draw it, then we'll close our stance to the target line. Posture, grip, alignment. Ball position. We go back to the setup station. Center of stance indicator. Always have that for your ball position. Nose, shirt buttons, belt buckle, that's center of the stance. Almost every iron shot is going to be played right out of the center of the stance, and that's another reason to have a center ball position indicator when you're hitting balls. You move the ball back in your stance if you're going to get into the shorter irons, 8, 9, and wedge. Ball will be back in the stance. Longer irons, 4, 5, 3 iron, hybrid, 3 wood, that's going to be up here forward of your stance. And with the center ball position indicator, you can see that you clearly have a lot more space from the ball to the trail foot when you have the ball forward in your stance. And conversely, when you move it back in your stance, very easy sight picture to see where that ball is when you're grinding and your setup. Posture, grip, alignment, ball position, distance from the ball. This can be tricky sometimes. Right-handed player, take my setup, have a 7 iron here. When I take my hand off the 7 iron, it's to just come just a touch under inside where the hand was on the grip, because the 7 iron is working its way into the middle of the bag. Middle of the bag, hands are going to be a little bit under your nose. So here's a wedge. Back of the stance, ball position. Here's the setup for the wedge. When I take my right hand off, it is right in line with the grip where I took my hand off the grip. A ball will be back in the stance, and I will have my arm hanging right down out of my shoulder socket. If I get the 4 iron out, this ball position will be a little bit more forward in my stance, and I'm going to have my hands a little further away from my body, and then I take my hand off, and now it's almost in line with my left hand. There's a little bit of nuance in the setup for the ball position and what to look for with your body and what you see out of your sight picture. So again, you have a wedge back in your stance. When you take your hand off of the grip, your hand is going to hang down out of your shoulder socket, and it's going to be right in line where you took it off the club. as you put a 9-iron, a pitching wedge, an 8-iron, a 7-iron, your hands are going to work away from you a little bit. And then you get the 6-iron, the 5-iron, the 4-iron. You get the ball more forward in your stance. Swing plane gets flatter. The club gets further away from you. And that's the reason that the hands get more out under the face. And with the driver, your hands are out under your eyes or out under the bill of your hat. Okay, you get the driver up here forward to the stance, and I feel like my hands are out here under my eyes, right? A flatter driver takeaway there. Posture, grip alignment, ball position, distance from the ball. These 5 fundamentals are super important, guys. You cannot play good golf without rock solid setup. Blueprint your setup. Everybody has different anatomical build. Some players have long legs and a short torso. Jon Rahm. Other players, myself, fairly proportionate. Um, Floor to the hip to the top of the head, fairly proportionate. Length of my forearm, length of my bicep from shoulder to elbow pocket, almost the same, proportionate. Somebody that has a long wingspan, short height, a little bit disproportionate there. Usually our wingspan is our height. But every player has different proportions, and all of these 5 fundamentals that I've just mentioned, there's a little bit of nuance in each one of those, how it actually comes together for you for a perfect performance pre-swing fundamental group of 5. Put those pre-swing fundamentals into your golf bag as soon as possible, guys. Watch this one a couple times. Really grind on your setup, because without a repeatable setup, it's extremely difficult to play good golf. As a performance management coach, my platform is helping players think different on the golf course so they can score better and transform their game. But skill acquisition is an absolute must. You have to be able to control the golf ball, keep it in front of you, and have it go relatively where you want to look. I can absolutely help you with the swinging of the golf club. I really enjoy the performance management aspect of helping players manage themselves, manage the course, and make in-round decisions. My website is almost ready to go. We've had a few snags along the way, some growing pains. Cannot wait to get that green lighted here probably in a week or so. Then I'll be available to work with you one-on-one to help you manage your game better and really card some low scores. For you competition players, whether it's high school, men or women, mini tours, college, whatever the case may be, club players, whatever the case may be, I'm here to help you and your game improve. My home course is Native Oaks. I'm in the SoCal area, and I do have some provisions to travel on my website, which everybody will have the opportunity to work with me again here coming up real soon. Until we get that green lighted, everybody, thanks for the support on the channel. Thanks for the likes, the shares, the subscriptions, and as always, keep grinding.